What's up YouTube, Erod212 here with another video. So I went to the flea market and I wound up buying a moving box full of comics. What did we find? So like I was saying, went to the flea market the other day and was walking around. Multiple vendors. There were actually, I guess the weather's cooling down a little bit, so more people are out there because it just gets too hot in these flea markets if you're sitting there all day unless you got shades. A lot of guys use tents, but some people just pull up and then it gets too hot for them. But I did find a couple of nice graphic novels. I found the Hush graphic novel for $5 and Batman New 52, the hardcover, for $5 a piece. So I like picking up those graphic novels when they come around like that, just because I could read them. I don't have to touch my books, and it's a great way to collect collected versions. And if you want to go back and reread it, you can just all in one book, you know. So then the next vendor, he sells there quite often, and his prices are all over the place. He had like four long boxes of priced out bigger books, but way overpriced for the condition that these books were in. Nothing that would fit into what I'm hunting for. But he did have some other books on the ground. He had a bunch of boxes there, and they were at $2.50 a piece, but some of them were double booked, and he was still giving you for $2.50. So I picked up this iconic, fantastic Doctor Doom cover, Marvel Premiere 38, First Weird World, G.I. Joe number 48, and that's the first Sergeant Slaughter, Hulk 418, and Talos, first Talos, right? Picked up Fantastic Four number 358, and this is the first appearance of some type of a Skrull. Also, I'm forgetting the name right now. He actually had two copies. This is a die cut, so make sure you check it, make sure everything's there, and took both of them. So you know what, right there, I had a success. So, but I'm walking around, and it's getting a little later now, and see a truck there that I hadn't seen before. And these guys, the story turns out they had bought out a storage unit, and the guy was like a local artist from the New Jersey area, and I guess he didn't pay up on his storage unit, or he passed away. Don't know which it was, but they had bought out the storage unit, and they had some original art. I didn't know who the artist was, so I wasn't going to invest in it, but there was some nice pieces in there. But what they did have was comic books. So they had 3 long boxes of comics, and they wanted $300 a long box, which was $1 a book. That's kind of high for a long box. And when I went through them, it was all Valiant stuff, but not the Valiant stuff you want, and even at that rate, it wasn't worth it. But they said that they had bigger boxes in the back, but they weren't getting to them yet. So I walked around and I came back, and they had gotten I just got there. They pulled out a box, and they let me look through the box, which was pretty good because a lot of these guys are sight unseen. But I looked through a box and it wasn't worth it. I asked if he had another one. He said he did, and he dug it out. And in this box, I saw quality and good books. So this box had about 450. I haven't finished bagging and boarding them yet, but about 450 to 500 books. And it was more of a Marvel collection with some DC mixed in, but it was good Marvel and good DC. So I got these for less than $1 a piece, if they're like 450 of them. But some of the books that were in there, let me show you, and you guys tell me what you think. Because well, the thing with these are all high grade, 9.6, 9.8. These books look like they've never been touched. None of them were in bag of boards, which is amazing. They were all just stacked together. So this guy must have collected, just kept them in the bags, no boards. But that was in there. So was that. Punisher Hip Hop. And there was a lot of Spideys in there. A good handful of the Amazing Spider-Man line, which is the one I like to pick up the most. But there were also some Superior Spider-Man, which is a great read. Some Web Up Spider-Man, and stuff like that. There was some more modern Captain America and more modern Uncanny X-Men when the new X-Men come, which is a good read to find. But like I said, all pristine copies. This was in there. So was this. And that's Mayday, the Japanese version of Spider-Man from the Miles Morales movie. Great Venom cover. First Phantom X, 128. First Phantom X on the cover, 129. First Quentin Quire, 134. I've talked about this book before. It's a $25 book now. Get it before it gets big. Spider-Geddon #1. And I tell you, this book here is still a great book right now. Thor: God of Thunder #6, and this to me looked in that 9.6, 9.8 category, man. I'm leaning towards a 9.8, but I'll never say it's a 9.8, but it is as clean as it gets. It is a beauty. Some more Spidey. And some more Spidey goodness. What's that? Future Foundation. Gotham Academy. Bunch of first appearances there. Homage to Elvis Presley, Jailhouse Rock. This is a book you guys should look at right now. So this is Captain America #1 from 2000, I think it's 2014, but Remender does this, and this is where Arnie Zola comes in, which is a character that you could spec on, and people have spec'd on him. Turns out Captain America kind of becomes his figure father, becomes his father in like a distant future where Cap disappears for a while. It's a good read. It was actually a lot of fun, and there's spec on this book right now, but it's still a cheap spec that you can pick up. Spider-Geddon #2. How can you not take up some Immortal Hulks? There were a couple of Immortal Hulks in there too. Joe Mad's cover for Avenging Spider-Man. That's just killer. Brand New Day, which is what the new Spider-Man stuff is going to be based on. That was there. Spider Island story arc is in there. I believe this is Umberto Ramos doing this artwork here. I'm not a fan of that, but good story arc. Yeah, so and it was stuff like that. So there were more God of Thunders in there. There was some of the newer Wolverine stuff. All the modern Marvel superhero stuff was in there, and it's all near mint. So I made an offer, and I couldn't pass it up. I had to take it. But just by looking at that, you guys could see I think I did very well, but let me know what you guys think in the comments. I'd appreciate that. And thank you for coming out to my last Whatnot sale. The X-Men Extravaganza was a hit, and we're going to have some more stuff. I think we're planning a Spidey event, so click on that link in the description, and that'll lead you to a 10% off if you've never used Whatnot before. Just sign up, use it, you get 10%, not 10%, I'm sorry, $10 off on your first purchase. I think it's a good way to start doing Whatnot. Also, this Saturday, King Kong, Very Gary, The Principal Defects, The Three Men in the Basement, Streetside Anthony, Bronzeville Comics, just Zap Comics, Kyle's Comics. All of your favorite vendors are going to be at King Kong 3. Make sure you go if you're in the area. This is the show you don't want to miss. There's the info on that thing. That bad boy is... That is a great show. I'd say a must. A show you have to go to. If you're going to go to one small show a year, this is the show to go to. Great show. New York Warriors will be there also. So that's it for now. Check out these videos because I think they have great content in them. And let me know what you guys think of this haul. And until next video, peace.